Where the crap is the... Alright, let's... Just give me a second. I'll get it. I think I'm live. I don't know. Yeah. Alright. Got that figured out. No. No, I don't want to do that. Turn it this way. That gets that. Chat. There we go. We got one watching, which is G Keyman. And yeah, I got about 50% battery. We'll go for a little bit. See if anybody wants to hop in or whatever the case may be. So what's up? What's new and exciting? Well, I guess that answers that question. Oh, how many people do we got? We got one. Maybe some people trickle in. I'm just making sure everything's caught up. But yeah. There's Dean P. What's going on? Yeah, see, we got some people coming in. That was fun with Newhouse. I always have fun with him. He's a good dude. I like watching their lives. And I just have so much fun. Got to hang out with Sushi. That was fun. I haven't ever really got to hang out with him. I enjoyed that a lot. Oh, you had some pizza. Oh. Yeah, so I should have went out and smoked a cigarette, but I got sidetracked with something else. I'm thinking I'm getting a client part of advice. I can pick my difficult middle. Oh, this part? The yeah, these are on Amazon. I just bought them for all the Chuck Vices, but yeah, you got this one, this Medico, the LFIC. Yeah, I struggle in a Vice. I'm working on it a little bit, but I'm always more comfortable in hand with tensioning and everything. Oh, my daughter made these breakfast for dinner type things. The sausage is getting to me. Hopefully we'll pick up some more of those guys. If they didn't go to bed, I always forget you guys got to go to bed and go to work and shit. Me and GK man can hang out till 5 o'clock in the morning and sleep till noon and get back up and do it again. Because that's how we roll. Yep, that's why. I just make a fucking thing. What I do it? I had that strap of leather. I'll take, like say even this, for instance, you can't really do it very well with this one because of the little door locker things, but I would wrap cloth, or I'd just buy a cheap pair of vice grips, and you don't clamp it down on there. You just set it so it just touches it and holds it, and then you can hold the vice. I used to do this a lot too. I would take a padlock and put it in there, and then I'd hold both. There's all different ways, but I'm just so set in my way of picking in hand. I truly, truly struggle the other way. Yeah, there's a lot of ways you can get around it. And then you can just get one of these. These are, I don't know, it was $16 for 4, 12 for 2, and I think 8 for 1. But you can get just these or the whole setup. And then this part here, this ball and movement thing came off of, I bought a, where the hell did I put that now? I bought a, like selfie stick thing, and it had that on it to adjust your stuff, and it just wasn't working because I needed it for light, because I need more light over here. It's dark. I don't want to take my pink unicorn guy down, but it came with these lights, and it doesn't make any difference. So I was kind of bummed about that, but I guess it is what it is. Who else? We got anybody else in the chat? Anybody new? Anybody interested in picking? Or, oh, excuse me, interested at being on a live with a world speed picking champion of all time, undisputed heavyweight champion? No, as dumb as it is, I'm kind of proud of that. It'll always stand that I was the first one to pick it, and I picked it. Somebody will beat it just to knock me out of there, but I'll always have it. Yeah. If anybody's new swinging by, I usually don't get new people when I do the horizontal. When I do the vertical, which I hate that because I can't get anything in the camera frame. Uh, it's usually just us, and that's fine. I agree. Have a good time. What'd you guys think of the coins? I know you're still looking at it. Uh, Still looking at a picture of it, but in your hand and in real life. Um, I'm doing a live if you want to shoot over on Restream. I can give you the link to get on, or if you just want to watch, whatever works. Yeah, I'm fine with just hanging out, just us, you know. I put a lot of effort into companies thinking I had to, you know, try and get stuff for content and stuff, and all it did was make me pretty angry and find out who the real mofos are and who is just out to make a quick buck on people. And it's sad. But yeah, we won't get into that. But what else? Still only 4 people. I guess everybody was heading to bed. Like I said, I forget about that. Just let me, you stupid thing. What is that? Sorry, I'm just checking this. All right. Oh, yours says 8 people? Mine only says 4. But anyway, what you guys working on? I suppose I could put the lock I beat or put up the speed record on. I gotta put it back together, but I don't want to put my headlamp on, and then every time I look up to read the screen, it's gonna blind you guys. And oh, it's 8 o'clock. Yeah, but that was pretty fun. And then I was gonna try and beat a couple more, but my hands were just doing bad. I don't know if you watched the video that I put up of it. You could see my hand was like, yeah. Apparently, some people can just open any lock fast. There's a couple I'm pretty fast at, but you put a camera on me, you're gonna double or triple the time. Like my time on that dimple lock, which had a pretty paracentric keyway, um, was a minute 22, and I know somebody's gonna go there just to beat it, and probably in a week they'll have it down to like 10 seconds because that's just the way they are. It's practice, you know. I'm not saying that there aren't people who are just amazingly talented. There are, but a lot of it's practice. It's fucking weird. And knowing little tips and tricks, you know, they got that 1100 down to milliseconds. They can open it. Well, I can tell you right now, this is a 6-pin. These are both pinned to 6 with wafer pins in it for oh, GK man, you know what I'm talking about. They got the wafers in it for, starts with a G. Why my brain is not working, I don't know. But it's so that one key operates just one, and then one key will operate them all of a bunch of padlocks. What? And the thing with that is that makes it a little easier to open the 1100, but it just comes down to bitting and how you take care of your lock. Is it, you know, are the springs all smashed and you don't got much of a tension on them, or, you know, it's a lot of things I'm trying to show you, but I don't know where. I can't find my other American. Literally, it was down in there. Let me look over here real quick. I might have took it over here to play with it. And I need to turn that heater off. But, well, you got to be shitting me. One more place it could be. Right there. Oh, I threw it in here. That's why. Hey, nope, that's auto. It's gonna drive me crazy. Where could it have gone? I guess I just need to give up on it. But some of it's key bitting, some of it's just the way they pin the lock. With some worn out pins, and so it isn't like they get a brand new one that's keyed exactly the same for every person. They bring their own, and just as long as it has the right key pins in there, I guess, and it has all the right stuff, I guess, no matter how worn out or whatever it is. Oh, here it is. This is either red or orange, and I have a bunch of 6835s that are red or orange, and I can't see red or orange. So these three 1100s right here have all the same stuff in it. I think G Keyman, this one's yours. You said this one is pinned to 6 too, didn't you? Grandmaster, yes. Grandmaster wafers. But I do believe he said he keyed this to 6. So this blue one is keyed to 6. We're gonna say this is for now, and then so is this one. And these two I know for sure are Grand Master keyed. This one I've opened like 3 times, and that was when I first got it, and then I haven't been able to open it since. I think I may have got it once since then. G Keymans, it takes me a couple minutes. This one, it can either take me a couple minutes or a couple seconds. I can get this under 10 seconds. Now, just imagine if I had better hands and just practice and practice and practice this one that's just bitted just right and is perfect for zipping right through it, you know? I could get it down in milliseconds, and they use what is it called? Uh, they use a different style of single pin picking. To me, it's more of a what we would call, what I was always told it was called, is more of a bitch picking. It's just stab at shit until it pops. Well, you take your bitch picking and you corkscrew it down the keyway, and you just go, and that's what they do. That's how it ends up getting into the milliseconds. I haven't had the time nor the desire to get this in the milliseconds, or I've gotten it under 10. See, like, look, I'm already in a false set. And I haven't even turned the pick to the picking side. See? That was, what, 10, 15 seconds maybe? This one will take me a couple minutes. This one, it might open, it might not. Most of the time it doesn't. I haven't even checked it with the key in a while. Maybe one of the master wafers fell out. Yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And then I do a hybrid of a bitch corkscrew type on the 1100s anyway. I take my pick and I put it upside down and I shove it all the way to the back and I bring it to the front, just dragging it across the bottom of those pins and getting just lightly dragging it across, and you can hear it just clicking whatever the lower pins are. Usually I can get it to a false set just like that. No, I didn't go, but yeah, and then I switch it around and start single pin picking. But with 1100s, if you want to be technical about it, I don't really single pin pick it either. I just kind of bitch pick it. I just tap, 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 tap all the way down. And then sometimes I'll start at the front and go, if the binding order seems off, which might be a lot of my problem with not being able to get it back open, is I always start from the back. I don't know why. It's just the way I do it. Maybe if I start from the front, maybe that's why I got it open a couple times and not after that. Oh, we got 5 people. Anybody new? Anybody have any questions as I babbled on about the and you know who has a really good video on it is fish picks. When he teaches you how to pick an 1100 and do a progressive pinning and all that, and he ends up talking about, I think it's Isaac Hayes, who at the time had the record for, it was still under a second, I think, or like it was a second, but see, that one I could have opened 3 or 4 times in the same amount of time. It's just weird. Yes and no. Pretty much for people who bitch pick when they first start, yeah, it's just wherever and hope it opens. But you get to a point where, you know, I know that the last pin is set, and I just kind of drag my pick across instead of doing the jiggle test. I kind of drag my pick across, and when I feel a stiff one, I click, 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 and that's kind of a I consider a bitch picking, because I'm just going after the first one that catches on right away. I'm not doing okay, pin number 1, loose, pin number 2, click, pin number 3, loose, start back over. I go from the front to the back to the back to the front, and whichever one grabs first, I hit it. And I don't hit it hard, I just hit it enough to click. Oh, we got sushi in here and new house. What's going on, guys? Oh, I might get this one this time, because I started at the front. But as you can see, I can pick that one in no time. I'm not going to go through and pick that one, because there's just no point. I suck at picking on camera anyway. But that's my spiel on the 1100s. And it can be bitted the same and picked different too. But what is going on? Don't forget your friends. Let me see. I'm forgetting. We got Chuck Soup. We got Dean P. Yeah, I think I got that. New house. Your roaming saw. Your PC's backing up. Hello, everyone. Snacks before bed. Typically start my backyard work forward. See if you're correct. Sometimes I'll go from the front to the back. Yeah. Yeah, I almost always start at the back too, sushi. It was nice to get to hang out with you tonight. Uh, I think we've spoke passingly, and I always wanted to get you on. I was gonna try and get a hold of you to get you on one of my lives too. But yeah, And if anybody wants to get on, I'll put the link. I think I can put the link over there. Oh yeah, you're always more than welcome. Any of you guys that. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh yeah, it is. Copy link, chat, and that is private. There we go. So yeah, if any of you want to pop in here, I'm just no plan, just bullshitting, seeing what we can't come across. Maybe some new people, or anybody has any questions, concerns, want to know where babies come from. Uh, any ideas on how I should tie this to make it cooler? And if you try to get in this stream and I'm not responding, it's probably because I don't remember which one it is. Belly buttons. Babies come from belly buttons. Yeah, I could make a pry bar into a necklace. But I don't have. Oh, somebody wants to come in. Chuck suit.
Well, I just got to find my camera. Oh, there it is.
I just don't have enough paracord. Oh, there's Chuck suit.
Oh, well, can't really see it.
Oh, the dog leg.
Yep, just got them today. The ones I won from WTF lot pick.
Yeah,
uh, I just got them in the mail today,
yeah,
and so I've been playing around. Got all my old locks. Got the old ammo box just with all my old locks in them.
yeah.
Got it pulled out and been playing around. I actually like these dog legs a lot better than the monkey paws I have.
Dude, I love
Yeah,
these.
yeah. See the
They're
monkey
my
paws
go-to
like
now.
real thin. Yeah, see here the monkey paws like really thin.
Yeah,
Whereas this guy here, and that's this is a 20,000th monkey paw here,
yeah.
and
Okay.
then this is the 20,000th uh, dog leg. And I have to say, I like the dog leg a lot better.
Isn't it
Uh,
amazing?
oh yeah, I really like it a lot better. And I'm not even sure if the curve here is making much of any difference to me. Of course, I suspect that might very well be lock or lock type specific.
Yeah,
That there's some locks that it's not going to make any difference. There's some locks that'll be a pain in the ass. There's some locks where it'll be all, you're not going to be picking it without that. I don't know. Like I said, I've only been at this for like 7 months, so I've still
yeah,
got lots to learn.
yeah. And it's all about feel and trial and error, you know. But I tell you what, Greyhound took this, and my go-to was always the Peterson Gem in 18,000s. No matter what, I always could go to this one and get it open. And it's totally, those have totally replaced it. And I got the first one. I don't have the heavy dog leg yet. I need to get the heavy dog leg because I got to put them in the 44 Delta pick handles because I don't want to put these ones in there because Greyhound had them specially made for me with my name on it. So, but I can't stop using these because they work so good.
Yeah, and then I got another set here that I just got in the mail yesterday.
Yeah. Oh
Uh,
boy.
it's the Apex
Yeah.
Evo 4,
Yeah.
the one with the Mick Tickler and the double tickler and the Nessie,
Yeah.
and I guess the bi-peak, double
Yeah.
peak, double. Uh, haven't haven't gotten into it much a whole lot because, well, I've got the dog leg now, especially. Uh, so yeah, I got some new toys to play with, and uh,
Awesome.
that's why I broke out the old figure instead of trying all the new. Uh, try them out on all these newer locks. Like this Avis here that I didn't even get a freaking key with when it showed up in the mail. So
Really?
the only way it's gonna open is if it gets picked.
Yeah. I love those 7240s. I think they're fun.
The problem I'm having is if I don't have a tensioner on it at all, I can get my pick in there and hit every single pin, not a problem. The second I put a tensioner in there and put any tension on it, I can't get that pick to touch a pin to save my life.
Are you doing top of the keyway or bottom of the keyway?
Ah, yeah, it doesn't matter either way.
Either way.
Uh, Bottom of the keyway, I can't get the pick to go. Yeah, see, I rattled one of my 530s.
Oh no.
Yeah, well, it's like $20 for two of them, so at Menards. So not
I might
that.
be able to get it. I've gotten them or drilled them out, one or the other, at some point. And trust me, don't feel bad. If you knew the actual number of 410s I've rattled, it's astonishing.
I've rattled one
I've
uh,
rattled.
at a time.
Because I had
Yeah,
watched LPL, and he was like, I'm going to show you my practicing thing," and he had a big D ring full of 1100s and a big D ring full of the 410s. So I did that. I had a big D ring full of them. So I'd sit there and I'd lay in bed and pick and just toss them over, pick it, toss it over, and then I'd pick them up and go to turn it back, and I'd turn it the wrong way, and boom, in my bucket.
yeah. If I don't turn the keyway back right away, that significantly ups my chance of rattling them.
Yep, I'm the same way. Who else we got?
Oh yeah, so
Anybody? Okay. Pizza roll sounds good. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with Sushi there. I really enjoyed getting to talk to him. I try to go through, write down my list of everybody that I follow and try to take a day and like as many as I can and watch as many as I can and kind of leave it running. And for some reason, Sushi always gets bumped down every time I add somebody. And then they get put there, and I'm always trying to catch them, and then I'll catch them through one of his other videos that are up, and like the Medico one, or was that somebody else? I don't know, but yeah,
Does it do it in alphabetical order?
I don't know. I never paid attention. Kinda,
Yeah, because see, I was kind of wondering how that would work if, uh, like, if I was to have joined your, if you'd have sent me a link to your stream while you were on Newhouse's stream, would that have broken your screen into two for
I have
you
no
and
idea.
me, so that it would be you and me on in the middle, and then Newhouse on top and Sushi on bottom, or would it just add me as the fourth person on the bottom?
Yeah,
I was kind of curious of how that would work, because that would be kind of cool. You know, you can add five people, Newhouse adds five people, and then Sushi adds five people. So we had five, or at each of them you had four. Therefore, there was five. That would be 15 people in one stream.
yeah, that'd
That
be
would be
pretty
nuts.
interesting. Yeah,
uh, but I see. I honestly don't know if it works that way. You
I
know,
don't
if it.
either. I don't even know
Hmm.
how we did that.
Well, you know, even a blind squirrel will occasionally find a nut.
Yeah, we found a nut. It was me.
Okay, but no, I've been playing with the this dog leg. My favorite's the 20,000s.
Yep, mine
Uh,
too.
I haven't. I mean, I don't have a problem using the 25,000s. Some people just I tend to go with the 25,000s and then or the 20,000s, and then if I need to, I'll go up to the 25. If I need to, I'll go down to the 15.
Yeah, like I always say, use the tool right for the job. If you can fit it, it's always best to go bigger.
Well, I don't know. See, I found that I do better with like this is a 1 millimeter.
Yeah.
Uh, on some locks, especially like this 1100 I've got, I found that I do better with the somewhere here I got like a point 0.6 I think. Because it's thinner, it's I don't know. It seems like
Oh
the
yeah.
I can feel things a lot better in some locks, like the 1100, the pack lock. Uh, but then other locks, it's just way too weak.
Yeah. It just folds over.
Um, well, I've got this thing where I've got to learn the amount of tension. I don't. I just want to heavy tension everything, and that just doesn't get the job done. You know.
Yeah.
Uh, just heavy tensioning everything, and it's. I mean, it works great for the ones that heavy tension is what you need, but it doesn't do you any good on ones that the heavy tension is a drawback on.
Oh,
Okay, the heavy tensioner is for me. I seem to be of the mind that just because heavy tension works better for me on this specific lock, it may not work for somebody else on that same lock.
yeah. That's very
And then
true.
I find that like I said, I have the two Master 530s. I bought them as a two pack, keyed the same,
Yeah.
and they pick so different. Uh, I mean, it's just wild how differently they pick. You would think same manufacturer, hell, even the same key, they'd be at least similar.
Yeah. They're not.
But oh, good God, no! Of course,
I got
the one
6 all keyed the same from my good buddy Lock Squash, my favorite comfort lock. Okay, these are all keyed the same. They're the exact same lock, off the exact same company. Every one of them picks different by a mile. None of them pick even remotely. None of the uh, binding pins start off binding first. You know?
Yeah. Well, okay. These locks here, these are what, Master 110s or 130s or I don't know. Can't remember. There's too many of them. But see, I've got 3 of them here all locked in together, and they all take this, they all take the same key here.
Yeah.
Which is why I've got them all locked together. But yeah, see here, they all take the same key. And I've only got one of them. Most of my locks I don't have keys for at all. So uh, if they're going to open, it's because they got picked.
Yeah.
Uh, and these ones all pick, yeah, just wackadoo, for lack of a better term. Uh, and then, like, I got the Master 17 here that's got the 2 keys. And this one's a pain. Usually it's a pain. I can get it open, but I struggle with it most of the time.
Yeah.
Uh, and again, like I said, I've just been going back to my older locks here. I got probably 10 or 15 Master 3s. Uh, some of them are even clean enough to actually pick.
Yeah.
uh, that is one of the drawbacks of getting the old, uh, somebody's old, what do you call it, leftover locks.
Yeah.
Uh, but before I knew better, I would soak, I soaked a bunch of them in uh, brake cleaner,
Yeah.
and then I dump the brake cleaner out and rinse them with water, and then shake them out real good, and then soak them in brake cleaner again, and shake them out, and then I got a can of WD-40 and sprayed them all out until they came out clean, and uh, yeah, like I said, before I knew any better. Uh, and some of them it kind of helped, and some of them it didn't.
Yeah, but you got to take into consideration their master lock too. Those pins are poorly made. The cylinder is poorly made, so the the key pin holes they wallow out, and then the keys
Well,
deform.
okay, and they were heavily used.
Yeah, and heavily used.
Yeah, and if they're heavily used, master locks, in my opinion, more so than others. But any lock that's heavily used is going to get wear and tear.
Yep, for sure, and it's gonna change them. And I got to a point where I rarely will mess with master locks anymore because they're so inconsistent. I don't feel like I can learn anything or get any better from them. So I moved away from them,
No,
and I
like I said,
just started. But that was me, and that was years ago. So how was it putting together that Apex set, the box? I heard it was a nightmare.
uh, I cheat.
Yeah,
Uh, I watched a couple shows or videos on YouTube. Actually, it was only one from Covert Instruments that shows, and it says, "Oh, you just take your thumb and your 2 fingers, and you just push. Well, it says this corner here. You just push it on in. No, that didn't work. I slid my just a little flat tip screwdriver here
Yeah.
in there and was just got it to where it was the rubber piece was up here, and then just worked it with my finger down until I was able to get it mostly in place, and then I was able to. But yeah, I with the arthritis and tendonitis and all the other itises in my hands, I was just completely unable. But other than that, uh, it went together pretty easy for me.
Yeah.
Uh, but I watched the video from front to back a couple times to make sure that I knew what the next step was before I actually got to that step, and that seemed to have helped a lot.
Yeah. That's good. I think I've narrowed down. Over the years, I've probably had every pick set, including Chinese and Amazon, and I bought them just to buy them, just to use as something else. I just wanted the handle, or I just wanted to make a pokey tip for like a van lock or something, whatever. And I think I've narrowed it down, and I've given pretty much what I had left away. I have a few stragglers. I have a couple of HPCs, and I got Mad Bobs and uh, multi pick, and my Jimmy Longs are it, and then Hucks and a couple covert instruments and some Petersons. And I think because I gave Stu for Mitten Maid, I gave him a handful of, it was that thick of picks wrapped in rubber bands, of South Ord, uh, every pick maker you could think of. Sparrows, I still got some Sparrows picks too. And no, I don't have any picks. I have a couple of pensioners, and then obviously the Sparrows uh, disc detainer pick, and probably something or other around. But I think I've narrowed it down to those, and that's what I'm going to stick with. But I really want to get a set of Mokies and a set of law locks for my hands to see how they feel. Not that Jimmy Long's doesn't work for me, but I want to try, since they're so much longer, to be able to pick in the crook of my hand and be able to say to somebody else that has, hand problems, that yay or nay, it helped me, but I still went back to these or whatever.
Yeah, I got a McTickler because I did the chop shop thing, and was
Yeah,
able to get a McTickler, and then I 44 Delta has a misprints thing that they'll do, and I ordered a few things, and I was like, hey. And then I saw the misprints, and I sent him an email and asked him about it, and he sent me a quote, and then I told him, I said, well, you know what? How about you throw an extra, throw a thing on my invoice that says, you know, uh, mis random misfit bundle or whatever, and I threw him an extra $20
yeah.
just to get some randoms, just random misprint stuff from him, and he sent me a set of the for the Reaper, and I put the handle on the McTickler, and oh man, I liked it so much better with the handle on it.
Oh, I bet.
Uh,
I
Just
struggled.
yeah, it just makes it bigger for my. I joke around saying my big ugly ogre hands, and then the Apex. I really like the Apex handles uh, because I mean they're even more solid than the uh, Delta 44 handle.
Yeah.
Uh, and the length hasn't been an issue for me. But you're saying that the Mokis have got more length here? Oh, sorry,
Yes.
more length on this. Ooh,
Yeah.
that might see now I'm interested in because see sometimes when I pick my and then other times it's up here. It depends on
Yeah. It depends
uh
on the lock and where.
depends on how much I got to dig into the to get to the pins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, I think it might be more interesting. So yeah, I guess. Well, I was wanting some Lokis just to uh, and now he's got the individual, so I might just throw in there and grab a couple individuals just so I can
Yeah. If
say,
you
hey,
have that shop app, do you have the shop app so you can watch like when you order stuff?
uh, yeah, shop pay.
Yeah. There. He's in that too, and you can buy uh, a 3 pick
Oh,
Moki set for $23. I've been gonna do that, but
I did not know he was in the. Last I knew, he wasn't.
yep, he's in there, and so is Lawlocks. I think one
I'm
day when
going
I
to
get
have,
caught up.
yeah, I'm going to have to get caught up on my shop pay before I add anything more to it.
Yeah. Because, and then I think the Lawlocks are, I want the ones with the sandwich handles, because I need it a little thicker this way too. But I think they're about long like this, like the Rytans. I really like Rytans, because look where it sits for me.
Yeah, uh, oh, I haven't got. I've got some sparrows, but I've got the sparrows just the regular. I don't have any of the, like this. I have some of the sparrows that are the thin
Yeah,
popsicle sticks. I don't have any of them that are dipped, and then I've got the then I've got some Southern specialties uh, that are the ripple.
yeah,
Can't really tell here but it's the ripple handle, and I like the ripple handle because it's thicker than the just plain popsicle. But I don't know, it just seems slick. It's got too much of a polish on it, I guess, because it just slides right out of my hands. So I threw some of that shrink wrap on it, and now I can actually grip it and it doesn't slide away.
yeah.
Uh, and then, oh, actually, I think that's it. Southern Specialties, Sparrows, and Covert Instruments are the picks that I have. I don't know. Well, I've got a Clom. I think it's the 128 or the 218.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's the 319. Wow. See, I have it here.
I think
Can't
this
really
is
see it because.
Southward. And those
So I
are,
mean, I don't have experience with a whole bunch of different manufacturer types, and uh,
it's hard because I was lucky at the time before my accident, and then a little ways after my accident, I made good money, and I made extra money, and then I split up with my at the time wife, and I had plenty of money. So I took advantage of that and did whatever I wanted, and but now I can't, because like right here's a pick from. I think this is an Amazon pick. I still got them here and there around, but I think I've narrowed it down to the Jimmys and Southern Specialties and uh, Multi Lock and some Petersons. But what I do want to do before I don't buy any more tools or anything, I do want to go through and I've been collecting, and I lost a lot of them in my divorce. I got left in Flint or whatever. But all these jackknives and stuff, I want to collect them all and do a review on them,
That
even if
reminds
it's just
me of an H&K jackknife I
yeah,
got off AliExpress for like $3.
yeah. I was
And
gonna
then I've
order.
got,
What's that?
so I've also got the Slim Pickens.
Yeah, I got
No,
the. This is a McTickler one. It isn't the Slim Pickens. It's a Riz.
oh yeah, there is. Uh, got grab my EDC. I've got a sling bag that I carry because I've got I got to carry some pills with me all the time, and
Yeah,
so I got just a handy spot to throw the phone, tablet, etc., etc. But yeah, I've got the Covert Companion. But like I said, it's just the uh, Genesis set,
yeah,
and the and then I've got a couple extra, a couple jigglers in here
yeah.
from
I got
their jiggler expansion.
two of them, two of the Covert Companions, because I bought them right when they first came out, and I've skeletonized them like 3 times, and I think I got it down to what I want in there. You know,
Yeah, and
you
then
did
this.
that too.
Oh, yeah.
I got
Then
like here's Covert Instruments. I don't know what to do with, but I'm going to keep them. I gave some away. You know,
yeah, the H&H uh, jackknife. I got one of those. I like the. I seem to be a big fan of the city rake.
you're one of those guys. I finally meet somebody. Holy shit! I can't
Uh,
pick a fucking thing with them.
I do better with the city rake than I do. Okay, that pack lock, the 2K club
Yeah,
or 200K club. I actually got that with sparrows,
yeah.
and then
Oh, and then I got
uh,
the Southern Specialties
and
with
I
the
got
dog
this.
legs. You can get this with the dog legs.
Yes, I know. Uh,
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just wanted to make sure you knew that.
and then got this set here off of AliExpress and it's just I've seen them as a credit card set for
Yeah.
anywhere from 10 to $25, but they're on AliExpress. You can still get them on AliExpress for $2 or less, and it's just five. It's pretty much the same profiles as in the H&H jackknife.
Oh yeah. I'd like to.
Uh,
I got to get another
and
H jackknife so I can give it a good run. I don't. And I had yeah, I don't. I like the little pocket sets. I want to give it a good review, a good testing, so that people can know that this one is gonna get me. I can put it in my pocket, and if something goes down, I'm gonna be okay. You know,
then I got a set of jigglers.
car jigglers, yeah, and wafer
Uh,
jiggler,
oh, dude, I like this one. This one here opens my desk pretty nice,
yeah.
which is good because I don't have a key. Well, I've got one of those heavy metal. It's like 6 feet by 3 feet. Uh, I don't know, factory desks. Got
Yeah.
the three drawers on one side, the two drawers on the other side. Got the little tables that come out above the drawers, and then the drawer under the main part.
Also, it's almost like a, drafting desk or a
Yeah, something similar to that. Yeah, but like I said, it's huge. It's freaking heavier than heavy. Oh my God! It's like, oh, this is where it's. Yeah, that's where it's going to stay too, because that son of a bitch is heavy.
Yeah. Oh,
My
you're
wife
right
says,
too. G&P, they do work on pin and tumblers, those jigglers. These are the jigglers I came down. These are actually sparrows, believe it or not. I narrowed them down to these three, this little set from sparrows.
yeah, I'm waiting for it to get warmer because I've got to deal with two different junkyards here in the area
Yeah,
that that said that they don't mind if I go in there and collect the windshield wipers, and I can play with the locks on the doors.
yeah,
So, but I just got to wait for it to get more, yeah, a lot more warm because the cold really messes with my uh, legs. I've got a psoriasis type issue with my legs, and the cold really messes with them. Makes them hurt pretty bad.
yeah.
And so far, it's just been hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. And then I got a sampler pack come in, stickers.
Oh, yeah.
But my family and friends here locally wanted them, so I was handing them out
Mhm.
in person, and it's like, well, crap. Well, Lady Luck said, you get them. If I was to get some, just send them to her. She just throw them in the sticker packs and what have you. And I was like, cool, I can do that. Well, I've only got like two, and I don't really think it's a good idea to send her two.
Yeah,
I imagine, I suspect she's going to want to keep one,
yeah.
uh, just to say, hey, I got one. Uh, and oh, and then trying to break down. I got a couple of these cases here from Covert Instruments. I got this one set up with rakes and a bottom turner. Yeah, right here's that city rake from Sparrows that I used. Okay, that's probably a
I
little
got
too
to a
much.
point with city rakes or L rakes, whatever you want to call them, that when I bought a set, I just threw them away or cut them up into something else. I've maybe got one lock open that with one
I
of
have
those.
found I have found honestly that if you rock them and move them inside and move in and out just maybe no more than an eighth of an inch, and then rock them back and forth.
Yeah,
Just go up more up and down than in and out, and that seems to be. And then this one here is the flappy one. I say that because it's got the flaps, and not really sure what I'm going to put in it. Because I don't need anything this big and bulky for the rakes.
yeah.
Uh, then I got to figure out how I'm going to get my Reaper turners into the Apex
I
case.
tell you what, I do. I really liked the Reaper turners. I think I would like to go back and get some of those turners.
Yeah, they're like 17.50 for a set of them. That's how I got them. Was in the chop shop because I got
Jesus.
that and the uh, yeah, I got the set of the Reaper turners and then the McTickler in the chop shop. And it was like 24 plus tax and shipping and stuff.
Yeah.
So it was like less than $30 for those. Which made it nice. Oh crap! See, I get in here and get to blah blah blah, and I completely forget about the chat.
There's only a couple people in here, and I think I've pretty much answered. They're all eating either pizza or pizza rolls, and probably going back and forth between us and somebody else. But yeah, I went through all kinds of cases and everything. I'm like you, I redesign it all the time and take something out and put something else in.
Oh yeah, I'm been playing around with the different uh, locks because I got you can't really see it so well in the
Well, there's Black Smoke Joe.
but yeah, I've got this here just full of random picks. Here's oh these are I put yellow so I don't accidentally grab one, but here's some 16,000s
Yeah,
from
it's
Sparrows. My dear God, they're nice picks. Don't get me wrong. I like the profiles, but I mean, you kind of fart their direction and they bend.
yeah. Is that the SS Dev set?
I believe it is,
That
or at least
that
the
was my
two.
go-to for many years until I got my Jimmy loans.
Yeah, my problem with them is that they're the 16,000s, and I bent the bejesus out of one of them, so I was able to get it straightened back out. And that's the one that I was able to modify and get into that smart key.
Oh yeah.
And I know it was a fluke when I got that one open. I knew it was a fluke, and I said, "You know what? Screw it. It was open. I'm taking the win, and that's it."
Sometimes you got to do that. Don't.
It's screw them smart. Oh my god, it was a pain. Uh, and I've tried
How
them a
you doing
couple. I
tonight,
tried it a couple times.
Black Smoke Joe? We got a Black Smoke Joe stopped in. What are you up to tonight? Anything exciting? We're just talking. There's no real plan. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I just want to make sure you saw we were engaging the chat.
Oh yeah, Dean, I really love those what I call micro picks for lack of a better term. Uh, they're they work good on the like the TSA locks, how because they're real small. It's pretty easy to get them into there. Some of the lock like the Master Lock 19, nah, they I don't think it even reaches the back of the Master Lock 19 to be honest with you.
All those
But it's
EDC things.
yeah, the real little picks that I had out,
Yeah.
uh, I've got them in my EDC uh, or in my sling bag here where I'm at. It's not you don't even have to be licensed to be a lockpick in this state.
Yeah. I don't think you do here either. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm talking on my ass, but I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure you do.
oh yeah. I said, well, hell, in here to this state, you don't have to be licensed to wire stuff. I can
Really?
rewire this whole house. I don't have to have an electrician license or anything to do it. I can be completely legal. But if I change a toilet, I better by golly get a licensed plumber to come and inspect it, or I can face up to $1,000 fine.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
So
uh,
you can
as
put
a property
deadly.
manager, as a property manager, I thought that was a bit asinine, backwards to be honest with you. But hey,
Yeah, I'd rather deal with a little bit of water damage than back feeding electricity to the God knows what and killing God knows who and burning the place down. You know.
yeah, like I said, I found that out and I was like, there's no way. And went and talked to the code enforcement officer, and he was like, yeah. I was like, isn't that backwards? He says, I believe so, but that's the way it's been since he had the job. And he's like, I was like, okay, well, Wow.
Yeah, G Keyman knows. He said uh, there's no license needed in
Yeah.
Michigan anyway.
Oh, now I'm in Indiana, so I'm like
Yeah,
a
they're
stone.
all ass backwards in Indiana.
Yeah, I'm like a stone's throw away from the Michigan line. So
So I probably rode by your place 100 times going through.
if you've ever been on 8090 and had the route Indiana State Road 9 exit, you did.
Yep.
Oh,
We got 5 people. I still got to take into consideration it's a Tuesday night, Wednesday morning.
yeah, 12
I'm
12.
working. But then again, I've had some really good lives like kick in. I had, one of them I think was the one I got 2K views on a live, and it was
Wow.
like at 2 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday. I don't know how I did. I'm probably going to do a more scheduled type thing, but other than that, I'll do a live on certain days so everybody knows, or they can at least catch up, if they want to watch it. Because I've been
Yeah.
just doing them random just to see who I could, if I was just in the mood, or you know, see if I could pick up some different people, or. Then I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I ain't like a YouTube professional.
Oh, I was looking into how to do the streaming through the OSB
Yeah.
software, and okay, but then I've got a little plug-in for the OSB that lets me draw on the screen live.
No shit.
Yeah, where I can put arrows pointing at stuff or circle things on the screen, but I can do
That
it live.
that would be awesome. I
Uh,
don't know what I'd use it for, but probably.
I haven't used it a single time other than to play around with it. It's cool, but I don't honestly have a practical use for it. So,
Yeah, between you, G Keyman, and Block Squash, you guys are like the trifecta of computer uh, hacker builder, and I can barely use my cell phone.
well, back in the mid '90s, I was computer A1 certified and or A plus certified and everything, building computers for a company that to fulfill the uh, state of Ohio gave yeah, we had the company I worked for had a contract with the state of Ohio to build the child support enforcement agency statewide computer system,
Oh yeah.
and I was involved in that. Building the computers, troubleshooting them, burning them in, and blah blah blah. But that was 95, 96, 97. So that was like a long time ago. I mean, it wasn't even in this century.
Don't say that because I was 18 years old and I was just having my first kid, just getting out of jail. I don't want to think
uh,
that it's that long ago.
my first child was born in October before I turned 25 in November.
Oh, you're a November birthday too?
Yep, turkey baby.
Me too.
Every like 4 years or whatever, my birthday happens on Thanksgiving Day.
Mine too. The 25th.
Ha, you're older than me by one day.
Oh, yeah?
Well, at least month wise. I'm not so sure what the age difference is year wise, but
I was born in 79.
uh-uh.
Yeah.
Oh God, now you make me old.
Oh,
Holy
so what
shit.
you're saying is I look that old.
My wife is from February to November older than you,
Oh, yeah?
and I'm 7 years older than her.
Well, I don't even know what year it is or how old I am, so
Yeah, I'm in
that's
my
where I
like
stand.
early 50s, like 52, 53, something like that. I don't know. I look at it this way. I tell people I was born in 1972. If you want my age, you do the math.
Yeah.
And because I was born in the end of 72, they usually put me a year older than I actually am. I think that means what, 70 or 73, yeah. 53 years old, something like that. 54. I don't know. Like I said I quit caring about the age. You got to know your birth date though, because cops get kind of crappy with you if you don't give them your birth date when they ask.
Yeah.
Not that
No
I've
one
have a
won the CLK. Inspector Home. What the hell? At Broke picks another thing. I'm confused.
CLK.
Yeah. You don't watch CLK on Fridays and do the Lock Boss challenge or thing? You definitely should talk to G Key
Oh,
Man.
some of them challenges I can't do because I just don't got the logs.
All you got to do is go on on their one of their videos and put hashtag lockboss, comment and like. That's their thing, and then you win stuff.
Oh,
Oh,
isn't CLK?
fucking G Key Man is the same month as all of you, me, and him.
Century?
That's creepy. I'm gonna have to get away from G Key Man because we worked at the same places, we lived in the same places. It's like we followed each other our entire lives. We were figuring that out the other day.
Following each other around and not even realize it.
Yeah, not even know each other.
That's kind of weird because you run into somebody like that and you're like, well, maybe the world isn't as big as I thought.
Yeah, for sure. And it's not. I'll tell you that. I moved to Alaska on a whim just to pretty much save my life, to get away from everything and everyone. And I'm walking out of a store in Alaska and somebody knew me as broke because everybody knows me as broke. I walk out and they're like, "Hey, broke, what's going on?" I wasn't even there 3 weeks in the middle of Alaska. That freaked me out. I had to not leave the house for at least a month and a half after that. That really freaked me out.
Yeah. Back in my 20s, I moved to West Virginia because I was into the dope and the gangs and all that stupid crap. And so I moved to West Virginia because it was like way out of the way.
Yeah,
I'd been there for a few months, and then me and a cousin of mine was out running around. We stopped at Dairy Queen. This lady comes walking around the corner. She sees me, and her eyes get like saucer big, and she does that. What's that called? The testicle spectacles wallet watch.
yeah,
Uh, thing in front of her and whatnot, turns around and darts away. And I'm looking around like, what was that all about? And my cousin was all like, well, maybe you look like her dead husband or something.
Yeah.
But every time ran across that lady, didn't matter where. It was uh, that's what she would do whenever she saw me. And it's like, oh, what the hell, man? That's just rude.
Yeah, for sure.
Never found out what was going on. Never found out. $500 credit at CLK supply store.
Yeah. I won the Lock Boss Challenge thing. I got a bunch of swag. That was pretty cool. I got a sweatshirt, a t-shirt, a hat, uh, all kinds of stuff. It was pretty cool. I haven't done it in a while because I've just been too tied up. I mean, all you gotta do is hit Lock Boss.
Just comment on their latest video. Hashtag lockbox.
I
Not
got
PC.
that. Oh,
And that's their YouTube videos.
yep. Just
And what?
anything from that particular week. You
Yeah.
want to do
So
the
it's
closest one
yeah.
to Friday.
Ah. So the
Okay.
CLK supplies YouTube then.
Yeah.
I'll have to hunt them down then. Maybe even watch some of their videos. I didn't realize that they had videos.
Yep. The father and son get out there. I haven't watched too many of them because I let all this get out of hand with me. I was trying to do too much, and I need to get back to just trying to help people and try to learn more about locks and shit.
Oh.
So that's my plan from here on out.
Oh. Oh.
But yeah, I think I might hop off of here. Kind of got to hit the head, and I need a cigarette, and my back is like stiffening up on this chair.
Oh yeah. I have that problem sometimes.
It's not too bad. It's just it's so cold in my room when the wind direction changes. So I gotta put my sweatshirt back on and all that. And it's pretty much just us. So we can talk on Discord and all that, and then I can go to the bathroom and have a cigarette. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming out and always supporting me and hanging out with me. And you guys, anything you need, let me know. And if I got it, you're more than welcome to it. Or if I can help, just let me know.
All right. Well, you're calling it a quitsy,
Yeah,
which is I uh dog's telling me he wants out, so uh, got to do that. And with him being Siberian Husky and Bull Mastiff, he wants to stay out there even when it's colder than cold.
yeah.
I'm waiting for one of the neighbors to whine about, oh my God, he's outside. I said, yeah, but he wants to be.
Dude,
He likes the cold.
All right, I'm gonna hit it. I gotta hit the head, so I will talk to you guys later. I'll probably be on Discord in a few, but yeah, I will see you guys later. Thanks.
All right. Good night.
Night. Bye.